What is going on, everyone? This is a quick tutorial for Adobe Portfolio. Adobe Portfolio is a really awesome way that creatives, people in the visual field can create a high quality, professional looking website with very, very little work that they could send out for scholarships, for job offers, for anything they want, just to show their friends and family their work. It exists to be easy to use and to function as a portfolio. Anybody with an Adobe account through our school, and usually I would assume through college or anything like that, has access to Portfolio. The problem that you need to be aware of is that it goes away when they graduate. I don't know where it goes. It goes out into the black hole of the internet, but their account will not work after it gets deactivated by their school. So that might be okay for students who just want to use Portfolio to show their work to scholarships and colleges and grandma out in another part of the world. That's all cool, but then it goes away. Students who want to keep Adobe Portfolio for the long run need to buy into Adobe's subscription model. So that's $10 a month at the base minimum, and that gets them Photoshop, and it gets them Lightroom, and it gets them like 10 gigabytes of storage or something like that, and access to Portfolio as well. So in that case, they'll always be able to, as long as they're paying Adobe, they'll always be able to have access to the website. Now, when you look at the ability to have Lightroom, Photoshop, a website, and some storage for $10 a month, I don't personally think it's that bad. I mean, I know students who buy at least one like caramel macchiato every single day. That's like $5. So if they just don't buy 2 of those a month, they could afford Adobe Portfolio. But there are other students, of course, that are not able to afford that. So the other option would be to go and buy their own hosting. But when you look at the numbers, Adobe Portfolio actually offers a decent value, I think. So it's something that I would encourage students who are very dedicated to their work to create their own, subscribe to their own Adobe account, and then they have access forever. One of the cool things that you can do when you're creating a portfolio site is you can go out there and buy a domain. So Adobe offers services to do that, and you can also go to like GoDaddy or anything like that. You buy a domain. You don't need hosting though, because your stuff's hosted through Adobe Portfolio's website, and it will look just like a professional website. It won't have any Adobe branding or anything on that. You can see right here, this is my website, and if I just pull up jaredz.com, that's me, there are no Adobe marks at all anywhere. It just looks like a professional photography portfolio. So that is really, I think it's really cool. They offer a lot of good value. So when you get to Adobe Portfolio, you can create a new site within minutes. And right here, you can create up to 5 sites, it says. You can create a splash page, or you can create a gallery. And the difference is that the splash page has basically one page, has your contact information. It's more like kind of like a storefront. The gallery is the one that probably gets the most used. And when you click on that, there are a whole bunch of options that right off the bat look pretty good and work pretty well for creatives in the visual arts. I will go ahead and click on this one. All right. So we have the Adobe Portfolio brought up my previous work that I had saved on Adobe's website, on Adobe's servers. Right. So each of these galleries I actually had in Lightroom at one point, and it automatically went and found my work and created a portfolio from that. So when you scroll down, it looks pretty good already. I didn't do anything. I click create website, right, to create the gallery, and it looks great. If I look at any of these, it's going to bring up the portfolio, or that gallery, I'm sorry, and it's going to show the photos that are inside of that gallery in a really nice way. They look great. Super high resolution. They look good, and they're presented pretty well. This vertical one is a little bit too big. You can alter all of that stuff. So Adobe Portfolio does allow you to get in there and change almost everything. So I can lower the container so it's not so big. So we don't have to scroll as much. I can now the photos are smaller. They fit a little bit better on the screen. There are lots of options. You can put branding here at the top. You can add a footer. Basically, you go here to customize design, the background, the colors, the fonts. it's really cool because the students could get very creative and go in there and do really cool stuff. They also can just instantly switch to a different theme. So I'll go in and I'll click use this theme. So I don't know what it's going to do. And here it goes. So it's the same kind of deal, but it's just a different format. That looks really good. I like that. And they can create a contact page. My website that I created, oops, not that one. My professional one, I have a list of all my social sites. So Instagram, Twitter, my LinkedIn. I have my print shop that connects to an Etsy shop, an external link. I have a blog where I can actually put in blog posts. I'm the slacker. I have one blog post. That's me. And it looks fantastic. I love the way my Adobe Portfolio website looks. I think the photos are presented well. I think that the photos look extremely high quality when you're looking at them. And I think that sending this out to people who are looking at your work will appreciate the professional design that looks like a lot of work was put into it when it really wasn't. So that is a quick overview of Portfolio. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop me an email or a comment or whatever you want to do, and I'll see what I can do to help you. Just like usual, what I tell my students is go ahead and Google it. There are a lot of forums out there. That's what I did on a couple things to find out how to change things. So hope you enjoy. Good luck. See you later.